why you only see opportunities too late, and how quiet players get in first. That is our topic today. Most people grow up believing that opportunities are open to everyone. If you work hard, stay prepared, and keep your eyes open, you'll be ready when the right door appears. But that's not how the real system operates. The opportunities you see are not the opportunities that exist. What reaches you, like job listings, investment pitches, public offerings, so-called exclusive deals, are already heavily filtered, packaged, and sanitized versions of what passed through multiple invisible gates long before. In the real architecture, access is not accidental, it's engineered. And behind almost every major opportunity, like career moves, business deals, investment chances, asset acquisitions, there are gatekeepers. People, institutions, algorithms, networks are designed to filter who even gets a chance to see what's really available, and most of the time you're not even aware they exist. You think you're early because you see a new IPO. You think you're smart because you spot a job opening. You think you're lucky because you stumble across a business for sale listing. But these moments are not the first doors. They're the last. The gatekeepers have already moved. They've already selected who got invited to the private rounds. They've already chosen who saw the asset before it went public. They've already directed the highest leverage deals toward insiders who don't have to chase listings. By the time you see it, the extraction points have been positioned. The valuation has been inflated, the prime assets have been picked over, the safest margins have been claimed, and you, no matter how smart, hardworking, or attentive, are left playing inside the visible box the gatekeepers allow you to see. It's not personal, it's structural. The system needs labor to chase opportunities late. It needs consumers to fund structures already leveraged. It needs hopeful players to keep believing access is meritocratic, so the machine stays lubricated. And unless you recognize the existence of the gates and begin repositioning yourself outside the mass pipelines, you stay trapped in a world of delayed, diluted opportunity, where every move feels like better late than never because you were never meant to arrive on time. Gatekeepers aren't random, they're structural features of how real leverage moves. Their primary role is simple: control who sees what and when. In a world flooded with information, access itself becomes the currency. Not information, not effort, access. And the gatekeepers, whether individuals or systems, are tasked with selecting who moves first, long before opportunities reach the general public. It starts quietly. In industries, gatekeepers appear as headhunters, brokers, venture capitalists, insider networks. In real estate, they are the ones who offer pocket listings where properties are sold quietly off-market before the public ever hears about them. In venture capital, they allocate the highest potential investments to known circles, long before any retail investor can click buy on a stock app. In careers, they direct the most strategic jobs through informal networks, never posted on public listings because they already know who will fill them. And at scale, algorithms act as gatekeepers too. They decide which creators are surfaced, which articles are promoted, which offers you even have the option to consider. At every point, the game isn't just about producing great work or spotting opportunity. It's about being inside the circle where first pass access occurs. Before we keep going, if this is opening something new for you, tap like so more people can find it. And if you want more strategies like this, hit subscribe. Now let's get back to it. The myth of meritocracy suggests that the best rise naturally. But in real architectures, the best are often filtered based not on competence, but on proximity to control points. This isn't new. Throughout history, gatekeeping has been the operating system behind political power transitions, economic booms, cultural revolutions, and technological monopolies. The players who understood the gates and built positions near them captured outsized leverage before the masses realized a shift was even happening. And, the modern economy is no different. The faster information moves, the more critical gatekeeping becomes. Not because there's less opportunity, but because raw opportunity is now drowned inside a sea of noise. Without filters, chaos reigns, and the system ensures that the best leverage points never descend into the chaos pile, but are quietly passed through trusted hands first. The more important the opportunity, the less likely you are to see it on open channels. Unless you're near the gate. Unless you're positioned inside the first pass filters, rather than catching what leaks out secondhand. Recognizing this is the first step. Because once you see the system, you can start moving differently. Not chasing open calls, but learning to quietly reposition yourself toward the upstream currents where real selection happens long before visibility. One of the greatest tricks the system plays is convincing you that you have full access, while quietly locking you out of the real moves. The illusion is subtle but powerful. You are flooded with opportunity, thousands of job listings, hundreds of investment platforms, endless online business models. It feels like abundance, it feels like choice, but volume isn't access. Most of what floods the public channels is the pre-filtered late-stage material, already picked over, already risk-shifted away from insiders, already diluted. You aren't operating on a level playing field. You're operating inside the second-hand market of decisions already made. This creates a psychological trap. When you fail to break through, whether it's in investing, career moves, business ventures, the system whispers that it's your fault. You must not have tried hard enough. You must not have been ready. You just need to hustle more. The invisible gatekeepers are never mentioned. Because if you believe the real system was based on proximity, not just effort, you might stop playing your assigned role. You might stop endlessly chasing delayed opportunities. You might start building your way upstream, and the system needs you chasing. Because chasing keeps you moving inside predefined lanes, busy enough, hopeful enough, distracted enough not to build power outside the gates. The lockout isn't always deliberate. Many gatekeepers are simply optimizing for speed, trust, and reduced risk. But structurally, the outcome is the same. Access flows through trusted, closed loops. Mass opportunities are pre-packaged, risk-shifted, and extracted before they reach public channels. It's not about being good or bad. It's about understanding how position shapes possibility. Without proximity to the right gates, you only see what others don't want or can't use first. You compete inside systems already biased against you. You mistake noise for opportunity. The longer you stay downstream, the harder it becomes to distinguish genuine leverage from manufactured bait. Because, everything starts looking exclusive when you never tasted true exclusivity. The system trains you to celebrate being let in late because it keeps you from noticing you were never at the real table. Awakening isn't about resentment, it's about precision. Seeing the structure clearly enough to reposition yourself, quietly, strategically, out of the noise lanes and toward the upstream filters where real moves originate. The natural reaction to seeing the hidden gatekeeping system is frustration, maybe even anger. But frustration doesn't change positioning. Precision does. You don't beat the system by demanding entry. You beat it by quietly moving yourself closer to where real access decisions happen. It starts with a shift in strategy. Stop chasing opportunity. Start building proximity. Most people spend their lives scanning the horizon hoping to spot the next big thing early enough. but by the time it's visible, it's already late. Instead, position yourself where opportunity naturally flows before it's public. How? By understanding that access is social, structural, and strategic, not democratic. Why social? Because real deals often move through relationships, not applications, trusted referrals, private networks, word-of-mouth deal flow. Why structural? Because gatekeepers reduce risk by favoring familiarity. Familiar players, familiar institutions, familiar signals of credibility. Why strategic? Because gatekeepers move fastest where they feel the least friction. Players who understand timing. Players who add value early. Players who don't create noise, only leverage. You can't shortcut into these lanes by wishing, but you can start layering quiet moves. Build reputational assets. Quiet credibility compounds faster than loud self-promotion. Enter smaller gates early. Local investing circles. Niche founder networks. Industry-specific trust pools. Trade value for visibility upstream. Solve problems for people closer to the source, even before asking for access. Learn the language of insiders. Every gate has a dialect. Every network has cultural cues. And most importantly, stop wasting energy on open calls designed for the masses. Every hour chasing public scraps is an hour not spent engineering strategic proximity. The goal isn't to break in. The goal is to become part of the architecture that insiders trust to move opportunities efficiently. Quiet players win not because they are louder or faster, but because they are positioned where first-pass opportunities naturally pass through. They aren't waiting for permission. They aren't waiting for public listings. They aren't chasing delayed dreams. They have restructured their position inside the economy itself, so opportunity knocks before announcements are made. This isn't an overnight game, it's a gradual repositioning. A long series of subtle shifts from noise to signal, from visibility to invisibility, from chasing gates to becoming part of them. And over time, the system that once locked you out begins moving differently around you. Not because you demanded entry, but because you rebuilt your position quietly, strategically, until you were simply already inside. If this opens something new for you, tap like so more people can break the surface noise. And if you want more real strategies like this, hit subscribe. The videos on this channel are for educational and entertainment purposes only. They do not constitute medical, financial, business, legal, or lifestyle advice. Always consult with a qualified professional before making changes to your health, finances, legal situation, or personal routines. Always do your own research before making monetization decisions. The views expressed are based on publicly available research and emerging technologies at the time of publication, and may change over time.